fellow aligner providers and dental colleagues. How are you today? Thank you for tuning in. I had a principal come up to me with a really great question. He said, I'm doing all these things and it's not working. What am I doing wrong? Or what is the marketing company doing wrong? How do we turn this around? And it was interesting because right now there is a conflict or a war. It's the me war. Yep. At the dental practice, it's all about me. So I want my prospects or my consults to come at a time of my choosing, at my convenience. I'm only going to turn up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to leave home at 4:30. I'm going to work part-time because I love playing golf. I'm going to shut up shop at lunchtime. And I'm going to create lots of barriers to access so that I scare people off. I'm using some of these words intentionally, but I hope you understand. As a consumer, if a provider of yours or a supplier of yours put these kind of barriers up, would you transact with them? I find it absolutely incredible that lunch hour, which is when most people want to communicate, text and call you, is when we put the answer phone on, or when we shut our doors. One of the realities is that we live in a me. A practice that says it's all about me, my lifestyle, and how I do things, unfortunately is not going to win. Because the reality is the world is demanding convenience, ease on their terms, and the practice puts up barriers. Practices that are winning understand today is a consumer and retail world. If we make it all about the clients or our ideal client, we win at that game. So these practices classically have a messaging mechanism where somebody sat on a bus on their way to work is able to message questions and instantly given some kind of feedback or response. They understand that if someone is going to call in, it's going to be during the lunch hour. So their phone is manned by someone who's appropriately trained to communicate with millennials. And this is then the next challenge. Millennials have a very specific way in which they communicate. So using certain terminologies scares them or creates barriers to access. So what we're finding is a clear divide between practices who design their structure and layout all around the end client to match and mirror to their lifestyles, and they win. Practices that shut the front door, that add barriers to access, are those who are losing. So guys, I'd love for you guys to think, are you a practice that is basically put up a sign, closed for business, go elsewhere? Or are you one of these new kind of practices that understands our ideal clients? They want convenience, they want simplicity, they want affordability, they want things on their terms at their times. It is uncomfortable for us as clinicians because it creates disruptions with our diaries and our working patterns, but those providers who have successfully overcome that challenge are winning at this game. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Please DM, like, tag, please share this. Let's get the word out there and let's share best practice and knowledge that we all have and help each other to do more Invisalign. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.